full HD. It's actually we are here, Wonder Girl.
Reaper's still taking a dump.
Yeah, Reaper's still pooping.
Squeezing one out.
Or cleaning himself off.
Oh yeah, he just said it's gonna get messy.
Yeah. God damn.
God, jeez.
Well,
man.
2 episodes in a row, I suppose, with Reaper talk in some capacity. Lord.
Bodily functions.
Yeah.
Oh God, man.
And Manners send in a super chat. Why do you think I came all this way? Brooks Reaper go. Oh God. Is this related to Game of Thrones?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's him trying to bait us.
Yeah, you need the voice though, because it's not just that the line is shit. It's you need the special sort of like sub downs brand voice. Why do you think I came all this way?
It's an incredibly layered line of stupidity of like unknown magnitude. It's just it would take us all another podcast to explain how much we hate this line and all the reasons. So moving on.
Move on. All right.
Yeah. Oh, it's so. Oh no! It's just. It's so bad.
It's so bad. It's so easy to debate us. That silence there was us just thinking about it, right? Like, there's so many layers. So yeah, there's a reason they could tease us like that.
Oh, if that line makes it into his final book, assuming it ever gets published,
that man. I don't know anything about the Game of Thrones series, but just from a meta perspective, I feel like that man will die before he finishes his book.
Of course.
What do you guys think?
How old is he now?
Readers,
he's 1,000. He is 1,000 years old, and I'm not sure how he's gonna ever finish these books. Winds of Winter, maybe
76.
Of Spring,
about to turn 77.
Jesus.
I just bring it up. Damn you! I didn't bring it up once this stream. People, you know what? Just blame Brooks anytime Game of Thrones get brought up.
He's a bit of a fat fuck as well. Like he's not a healthy looking 78.
That's exactly it. I'm surprised he's made it this far.
How many years has it been since the last book? 14?
Yeah, something crazy.
So at his current rate, let's assume it's a 14-year gap between books. That means he's gonna have to be. No, he's gonna die.
Yeah,
never gonna happen.
No way. There's no way, and it's the biggest thing is his passion is clearly gone. Just the way he's conducted himself the last few years, you can see it. That's not someone who's determined to finish his story.
It is my impression as well from from having gone through the books, is the narrative becomes significantly less focused when you reach. What am I even on? Is it A Feast for Crows? Is the one I'm on at the moment, like the penultimate one?
Yep.
It's there's a lot of new people coming in for no as yet very obvious reason. There's a lot of the interesting stuff which is sort of it has to be put on the back burner because he wants to go away and do other things for a bit. And because I went through the first several at quite a rate because it was quite interesting and I liked all of it. And then this one is the first one where I'm thinking, God,
he just bit off more than he can chew, and he's trying to develop so many new characters and so many other threads, and you lose faith slowly that he's going to be able to connect the dots on all of them. And he spends so much time away from the main one. I don't know. It's just depressing because for the entire fan base, they got screwed in the show. People just want an ending to one of their famous, their favorite fantasy stories ever, and it doesn't seem like we're ever going to get a good one.
M8566. I'm just here for the Game of Thrones stuff.
Well, I just again compare it to any other subject that gets brought up of shitty movies. You can laugh them off. This is the one where we're still puzzled by how the fuck they fucked it up.
No, did you just say rest in peace, Clint Eastwood?
What?
It's the Phobos. No way.
That's a joke. Surely
you wouldn't joke about that.
Well, it's YouTube chat. They absolutely would.
Maybe.
Oh God, I panicked. He's still alive according to. I don't know. I think we're good. Oh God, look, you can cause a panic with one fucking message. In
yeah. Well, again, we've had so many celebrities that have just been dropping like flies recently, so it wouldn't be shocking.
Istophobos did say, George R.R. Martin is 1,300 in diabetic years. Yeah.
It's no joke. You don't see a lot of like elderly obese for a reason. And I don't know. He's shown me nothing that tells me that he's passionate about finishing this book. I think the reaction to season 8 just killed it for him, because his ending is supposed to be basically, hopefully, a better version of what we saw, but that's almost impossible after how tainted it is now.
You know what the background is of this? You know what the background is of this show? Is a Halloween Ends background.
Wow.
Is that like your favorite? Yeah, I was wondering what's up with that. Are you a big Myers
Halloween
fan?
Ends is I'm a big Michael Myers fan, but
this guy's still taking a shit.
This dude's still going right now
from his bathroom.
He's wiping his ass with like broken glass or something.
I told you it'd be a fucking it'd be Pearl Harbor.
Fucking great entrance.
I missed the toilet. I missed everything. It was on the wall.
Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, what were you saying, Cynic? What your obsession with Myers? Where did that come from?
No, I really like Michael Myers, but I hate that fucking movie.
Is that the one where they change his lore?
No, it's not even that they changed the lore. It's that the characters are fucking idiotic, just complete.
Is this the newest one?
Yeah, the latest one, the Halloween.
He's not even in the movie. He's barely in the movie.
Yeah, that was before I even got to the fact that he's barely in the film, and just some fucking idiot is Michael Myers for the majority of the film. And then the real Michael Myers gets beat up by some fucking nerd.
Oh god.
He just gets beat up by a fucking nerd and has his mask stolen from him like a bitch. The movie sucks.
He's hiding in the sewer like a gremlin.
Yeah. And then this fucking geek just goes down there and whoops his ass and steals the mask.
Oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like, why can't he just murder fucking Jamie Lee Curtis?
I know.
Just get it over with.
So ridiculous.
I'm tired of seeing it.
And also, I just hated how Jamie Lee Curtis's character, the ending of the second movie, she was relentlessly trying to kill Michael Myers. And then her daughter is murdered by Michael Myers. There's no way that she would have ended up where she was at the beginning of the third movie. She like gives up. It defeats her. And she's like, you know what, Michael, you got me. And that's basically the setup for the entire third movie, where at the end of the second one, she was like walking down the hall. She's ready to kill Michael. And that's before she even knows that he murdered her daughter. So it's just
a teen love story, the last movie, between two horrible characters.
Is it in continuity with the other ones, or are they just fucking around at this point?
No, it's supposed to tidy up whatever his first name, Joseph Gordon Green, is that his name? His trilogy of Halloween movies. It's all, the first two movies are over one Halloween night, and then the third movie is like 5 years later or something. It's just a giant piece of shit. The first two are really good. I like the first two, but the third one was, I fucking hate that movie. It was it eventually, just because I need to get it out, I will make like a 1 hour video on why that one's a piece of shit.
Is it better than the Nightmare on Elm Street remake? Because that's like
no, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake's way better.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So they just haven't done the big three justice: Jason, Freddy, Myers. Like
they did if they had just kept it with Halloween and Halloween Kills. If they had just left it at that cliffhanger, I would have been totally fine. Like Michael wins at the end. Fuck you.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like being beaten up by a nerd is not exactly everyone's goal.
Yeah, it's not really how you want to see the ultimate bad guy go down.
Yeah, you're telling me that Myers got his mask stolen? Like under any context is just.
I'm surprised they didn't have another guy there, and they're throwing the mask over him, he's going, "Quit it! Give me my mask back!
Stop it!" Tay asks, "What's an overrated thing everyone loves but you just don't get it?" Radiohead.
Fuck you, the blues.
Fuck you.
Well, isn't it like the blues was kind of forced onto people? It's as a fake way to, because they always say it's all.
There was a slavery joke coming out there, but no.
Well, there's no. No, it's supposed to be like a few music producers got together and said, all we're gonna do is play blues, and you'll just listen to it because you got no choice. Which is like, and it's kind of like an interesting thing on how much of pop media is manufactured.
Oh, it's all very manufactured. I mean, a lot of it's just stolen too. To be honest, some of my favorite bluesmen are white dudes, and they straight up just stole that shit from black culture for sure. They fucking.
And then
but every artist steals. It's
yeah,
what
I was about
they do,
to say
you know?
it's vice versa. It's got to go. It's all creative work is derivative in that sense,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
you're saying like Southern culture is a derivative of working class Scottish and English culture because that's where. So it's like everyone takes from everywhere. Nothing's actually new. Everything's just innovation.
100%.
Blues sucks though.
Well, so does whatever you like, Reaper. Fuck you.
I was gonna throw my
Country
answer.
and West. That's the like fucking country music. That sucks too. Not a fan.
Country does suck.
Baseball. There, I said it.
All American sports. That's true.
Well, American sports are weird because they kind of. I've seen people in the audience not even watching it. They're eating hot dogs and on the phone. I'm like, why even come here if you're not even there? But like, it seems to be the big party is in the stadium, where it is outside the stadium in the car park, where everyone's like drinking beers and getting into.
It's just an excuse to hang out. Yeah, I mean, if you go to any fucking stadium anyway, most of the time you're just there for the atmosphere because you can't see the fucking field. You can see your little ants running around. That's about it.
But he's right about the lack of engagement sometimes, even when the game is going on. You know what I mean? It's just people on their phones and whatnot. It's just
the culture is. I mean, that's just culture in general. It's sick. It's an illness. It's disgusting.
In the UK,
it is. It's fucking gross. I love going to concerts where artists, like my favorite artist, he will not allow people to bring cell phones in, so they'll actually experience the show.
Ban it, 100%. I hate it.
Whereas in the UK, the only problem during a football game is if someone throws a flare at you.
Jesus.
Well, it's usually, fights and rioting, but apart from that, everyone watches the game.
Well, because you're not allowed to drink in English stadiums. That you can drink at halftime. Well, yeah, because during the 80s, English football fans were known to be particularly rowdy and violent. So they said, right, you're not allowed to stand up and you're not allowed to drink. So of course, this has a slightly perverse incentive because it means everybody has to drink everything at halftime, which they all go down, and then in 15 minutes they just down as much as they can before they go back. But it's impossible because there's like one bar on the entire floor of a 60,000 seater stadium, so you can't fucking queue before you get back to the stadium. So it's like it doesn't, but that does mean you have to go there and watch the game though, which is good because we have games worth watching, unlike fucking whatever you guys have.
Oh god,
it's like 300 with the bar staff, and like thousands of people just run at them, going 15 pints.
I know, fucked up system.
I always love it because my brother does boxing and stuff like that, and I always went to see loads of them. Basically, when you're waiting for a piss, you're waiting for a drink, and then now they start introducing female boxing, and then everyone in the stadium gets up when the women are fighting and goes to the bar.
A little pause time.
Like everyone's went, if we're gonna have to have this will be just before the main event. I'm getting a drink.
The UFC does it right. If you go to an event like in between fights, they got music playing. It's like you just feel like you're in the club having drinks and having fun. And then you see the next fight gets announced on the screen, and everybody locks in, and it becomes like an event all over again. So the pacing for it is really good. But not being able to drink while you're watching a sporting event, that's crazy.
No, yeah, we can't control ourselves. Well, how many people have died in like these riots and stuff? I think Europe said England fans are the plague of Europe.
Oh yeah, like all through the 80s they were known for it because they would just go. Nowadays other countries are way worse than we are, but we still have the reputation. Oh god, yeah.
Like it's not even like it's not just a fight. Like it used to be an English fan would go, "That guy's Spanish, hit him." Now it's like you get Eastern Europeans, they shot with knuckle dusters and like pepper spray and go, fucking hell, these people are armed for war. And like you see them, they train 3/4 of the year just to fight people just for one fight during football season.
This is a good question, by the way. When are we going to watch that video shitting on Mr.
Kirby? The return of Kirby.
Yeah.
Would you watch it during BSUP or After Dark?
Probably on After Dark.
That's an After Dark.
Probably appropriate to be on my channel.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun last time. He's fucking something wrong with that dude. None of his
Hey guys, it's me.
I did catch a little bit of it because obviously, like we spotted that it was a thing, and I watched a bit, and it's like he unfortunately says, "Yeah, like I made some mistakes in the first one, but I don't do that anymore." But the entire video is exactly the same as the first one. It's like, you've not learned anything. If anything, this one's kind of worse because you don't even engage with the fucking subject.
Oh fuck.
The worst.
I hope he picked good videos to.
No, not really, because he mostly just, from what I saw, just bitches about, like, just randomly isolated, pointless things. It's like, so one of your videos about DEI, I think it was, and I think his counter argument was, but DEI includes veterans, so are you against veterans?
Oh my
Nick?"
fucking
Oh my
god!
God.
Like
It's
worthless
a
comments like
typical
that.
and Hitler breathed oxygen argument.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Well, maybe
Yeah,
we should watch it at some point here, though.
definitely should.
Yeah.
It's if you're just gonna go out of your way to make a video and you're not even gonna put any like logic or research into your arguments, it's like the comment section come to life. What's the what is the point of this? Just
It really is, because
like,
it started in my comment section.
Yeah,
With him. Yeah.
but the quality of his arguments are like the like the lowest. You get some gold in the comment section, of course, but then you also get like the lowest of the low sometimes, and that's like a video. Making that in a video is just what's the point of that?
Yeah, it's always best to stay out of the comments.
Yeah,
I've found.
I always try and provoke people, but no one really goes for it.
Like, comment section?
How do you do that?
Well, not my comment section. Well, usually on other people's podcasts. Like, someone will say something, and I'll just go, "That's wrong."
You know what? Well, sometimes you don't need to elaborate.
I feel like picking a fight.
Well, like the other day, you're on Open Bar when Chris Gore tried to defend Superman, and both you and Mahler are just like, "No, it's shit."
No,
it's like so you need to do that sometimes because it's not. You've already established your arguments. You've been talking about it for weeks, but at this point, if you liked it personally, if you liked it personally, that's fine. But like, it is a shit movie. Like we've broken it.
Oh yeah. Well, like next month we've got no one's watching Gen V but me, but we've got Aztec Batman.
Oh yeah. Forget about that.
The fuck
Aztec. It's
what the fuck?
It's Batman, but he's an Aztec.
Okay.
Okay. That's all cleared up now.
Understood.
The villains are the evil white conquistadors, right? The conquistadors who didn't sacrifice children are the villains, and the Aztecs who did are the heroes.
It's like Joker's a conquistador going, I'm going to stop you, Batman. He goes, no, Joker, let me sacrifice this child.
Is this a show? What the fuck is this?
It's an animated show, and he's got like a vampire back costume. I go, they don't have technology. What's he going to use? It's like,
yeah. Because I think I told that joke on Twitter. So the reason Robin isn't in the show is because they cut his heart out because it hadn't rained for 2 weeks. And it's like, obviously some fucking wanker on Reddit says, "Oh well, a typical platoon defending the conquistadors. They did loads of bad things." It's like, I'm not defending the conquistadors. I'm just saying that cutting children's hearts out through their stomach is bad.
It's like you say that, and then you've got a Spanish flag behind you. You've got Cortez's sword.
I did have Grok make me a little image of Conquistador Man as like the hero the Aztecs deserved and needed. So, which
selective
is true.
Hearing. They just take the worst faith interpretation of what you said instead of actually reading it. It's crazy.
Oh, but like, what a terrible idea. Like the Batman animated show. Did anyone watch the last one? The Cape Crusader?
No.
Oh.
Well, you didn't miss anything because it's called Batman Cape Crusader. Who's in it the least? Batman.
You can
Renee Montoya, fucking Batgirl, and some other woman, but she's not Batgirl. She's Barbara Gordon, but she's black. You got a black ginger Barbara Gordon, Renee Montoya. I can't remember that. It was some fat woman. I literally can't remember her name of. She had more screen time than Batman. There's a guy, a villain called Onomatopoeia. Now, what do you think his power would be?
Something
penis related? What are we doing here?
His onomatopoeia So he, like, you know, I thought I would, oh, this might be creative. Like, he'll say zap, the word zap will come out, and then lightning will happen.
Yeah.
I thought that would, no, not even close to that. He has no powers. He just walks around going drip, drip, splash.
What?
Oh,
that's
so
it.
it's a bit that they thought was really funny, and then I guess it wasn't.
It's awful. His costume doesn't make any sense. He's in a suit, he's in a hat, but he's got like a mask with a spiral on it. Like, what the fuck is this got to do with onomatopoeias? At least my idea had something.
Yeah.
His has got nothing.
This is what they're doing with Batman. Like, waste.
So Batman, you've got Batman and 3 fat women, but mostly 3 fat women, and now you got Aztec Batman who wants to sacrifice children.
And then you have the Batman 2, if that ever comes out, and then whatever the fuck Batman that James Gunn is gonna figure out. Like, I have no idea how the Batman Wars is gonna play out, but you think they would lock in after the success of Penguin and know exactly what to do with the property, and just this is the direction. But to go from the tone of Penguin to stupid crypto licking and like dominating the entire movie, they really have to decide and see which one of those works and which is more effective. Like, they can't be that stupid, you know?
Well, is horror, is because Clayface is coming out, is that an R or is that like a PG? Or because like he's got the DCU seems to be weird. Like, you've got like Peacemaker, who's like very R-rated. Like,
yes, Clayface will be rated R.
No, that it has a chance then.
So that's kind of weird, because like you'd think you put the R-rated stuff on TV and keep it separate.
Dude, what would the legacy be of the Batman if that is all that there is? They don't do a Batman 2. An interesting one-off?
The Batman and the Penguin together is a pretty... No, it's incomplete, actually. Yeah, because the Penguin makes you want to see... It ends with the bat signal going up, and it's just like, you kind of want to see a bit more of that dynamic. So
yeah, it's the Penguin has breathed new life. I think it would have been like it was a one-off, but the Penguin has made it more interesting.
The Penguin made it a franchise. It really made so many people who weren't that keen on the Batman go back and, you know, look at it with a new set of eyes. And it's got its flaws, but it's still a very enjoyable movie and a decent interpretation of Batman.
When he gets blown across the room.
yeah, that's where literally the movie starts turning to shit as soon as that happens. Like, what? Everything before that was pretty solid, but then you get
because right after that, I loved that he jumped off of the police building. I love that scene, but then as soon as he lands, when he lands, he's like totally fine, basically.
He hits that bridge at like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah,
he should have broken every bone in his body.
They should have blown his nose off, first of all. They should have blown off his face with the bomb. They should have taken his mask off when he was unconscious. There's no way he was able to just punch his way out of that situation.
No.
And he should be fucking mush after falling into the bridge. The entire scene is just like, what the fuck just happened in this movie?
It didn't even have to be that way. It didn't have to be that extreme to make an impact.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and then you have Paul, the Riddler,
overacting. His overacting, man.
And then the reveal. Hi guys, you know, we're gonna commit a terrorist attack. If you could bring your guns and your weapons.
Yeah, the movie just lost all its steam.
He's a Redditor.
Yeah, he's fucking incel online 4chan. It's just, what are you doing, movie? It's one of the best examples of like a movie that just completely shits itself. Like,
it did too much.
The first half is definitively better than the second half.
Yes.
Like, there's such a clear line. It's just, you almost have to look at them like two different movies. It kind of sucks because it starts, that first 10 minutes, everyone agrees is badass, but then nobody likes the ending.
Well, it doesn't even play into it because the whole point is I can't be everywhere, but the symbol can intimidate people where I'm not. Yeah. But then he knocks on the front door and everyone's like, who are you? When I'm dressed as a bat. What do you think I am?
Wait, no, they don't say that. We rewatched that. They don't say that to him at dressed as Batman, if I recall. Well, I remember watching that with that in mind with what you were saying. And I remember walking away, being like, "Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought."
What did he actually say again? Because I remember him like kind of not recognizing them.
Who specifically?
When he
It's
knocks
the
on the door.
twins. He goes and gets
to the
they
club.
do recognize him because he closes the door on him and goes and gets his brother and opens it back up. And
Well,
because
is he doing that because he recognizes them, or that there's a guy in armor outside the door?
No, I'm pretty sure they knew who he was, or there would be more of a reaction, especially from the Penguin.
Yeah, because the Penguin knows who he is. Like,
Yeah, he has a
everyone in the
reputation at that
building
point.
knows who he is. Yeah.
What do you think of the Iron Man suit? Like, he just
Fucking-
stands there, like the hallway scene. They thought was
Oh,
cool.
I genuinely really thought it looked fucking amazing. Like, the way it was shot was incredible. But it really is, like, when you're doing that, it's super frustrating that no one shoots Batman in the face.
In the face.
It's the way they use it. I don't have an issue with him having that suit, but you can't use it where he just takes away his, like, he's supposed to be skillful. He's not supposed to be just tanking.
Ninja.
Things. You know what I mean? Like, the ninja aspect. A lot of people shit on Batman Begins, but that's my favorite. He should be a ninja. He should be a ghost. Like the where are you scene and that type of stuff. You shouldn't even be able to land a shot on this guy.
Deception.
Yes, I love that fucking line. You know what I'm talking about. But this guy is just tanking shit, like taking shotguns to the door. You can't do that. So that's when it started to lose me. Even though
I think the reason why it fails as a murder mystery is just because, like, Matt Reeves isn't a murder mystery writer.
Well, the mystery sucks.
Yeah,
right.
Like,
if the mystery sucks, like, you're not going to be able to write a compelling mystery. Like, what the fuck?
It's a weird situation where seeing Batman do detective work was really fun, but the mystery itself was shit. So I'm like, you're missing the other half of it.
Yeah. Like, the unraveling of the story is what's interesting. Like, True Detective, like, who is Childress? Who is that creepy fucking guy? And he's linked to state senators and all that shit. It's amazing. But like, you've got Riddler, who's just a Redditor. That's the mystery.
It seems like every Batman movie gets one piece really correct. Like, in terms of this movie getting the detective aspect right. As shit as the Batman vs Superman is, that warehouse fight scene is badass. They got that correct. Getting the dynamic with like Bruce Wayne's backstory in Batman Begins, they fucking nailed that. They always get one little element, but they can't get the whole picture right. You know, I think that's what keeps people intrigued.
I think when Matt Reeves went 7, I think what he really meant was, oh, the bad guy's plan wins at the end. I think that's all he really thought about, rather than it being I don't think he thought like the mystery or the messaging or anything. It was just, Kevin Spacey. Yeah, Kevin Spacey wins.
See, there's so much more that goes into 7. It's not as simple as the bad guy wins. I love that movie, and I hate when people just to try to compare their movie to it just because the bad guy wins. It's just it's a disrespect to all the steps that made that movie work and what it has to say about the characters. And did you know Brad Pitt signed up for that movie and put in his contract that he'll only do it if the ending stays the same? They don't fuck with the ending. Nice. So he was on board. He was on board creatively. Like, that's why he signed up. I'm like, that just makes me respect you more as an actor because you know what you're trying to achieve. You know, with the what's in the box scene. I love it. It's just unforgettable.
Like, the ending doesn't work. If he goes, "Don't kill him," and he goes, "Okay,"
yeah,
it's like,
exactly. Because we just.
You're right. I won't.
Yeah.
I was planning to get divorced anyway.
7 is phenomenal, and so many people try to fucking just not even replicate it, but just say they did because their villain won. It's such a fucking lame.
Well, it's also, even though the villain has got this master plan and he's a genius, it's not like the heroes aren't proactive. They managed to break into his apartment and he chases down the street. Like, they're actually good detectives, because a lot of times they think when you do one with like a villain and a master plan, they have to make the protagonists have no agency.
Yeah. They weaken them in order to make the villain look good instead of having the ability to write them both well.
Yeah. Like,
it's the Mary Sue thing, basically. That's just it's the same shit where they lower everyone else in order to prop up their shit character.
Oh god, it's just like Weapons was the closest we've had to like a good thriller in a long time. Was the Batman? Sorry, go on.
I would say I don't want to make it recency bias. I should probably rewatch it before I say this, but I think it's an instant classic. It's super memorable. It's very, very, very entertaining. There's a lot to take away from it, and it's just that's really what makes something a classic, right? There's not many movies like that you're going to be thinking about years after, so I think it deserves that title.
Who do you think the villain of the Batman 2 is?
The Court of Owls.
Really?
Yes. I think they would be. No, they're one of the great new modern villains of the last. They came up. Well,
They're like a
it's like
Illuminati of
15
the
years ago they were created, but they are part of the newer generation of villains.
It would be cool to see a proper take on Mr. Freeze to contrast with the Arnie one.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
God, that would be
have you seen
too much for this version of Batman. I feel like
they can make it super dark. I think this is the right one to do it in.
Well, would you have him kill Nora accidentally or something like that, or
something?
Because have you seen the Harley Quinn show? I haven't seen it, but apparently what they've done is Victor Freeze sacrifices himself to save his wife. His wife then repays his sacrifice by becoming a drunk whore.
What?
Yeah, she fucks Fluorescent Man. She fucks John Constantine. She basically becomes a drunk whore. See, the Victor Freeze thing, it can't really have a happy ending. I think the story works when they both kind of die together. Like, has anyone played the Batman game? Called, is it Arkham Knight?
Oh,
the
yeah.
DLC. Like that, I think that's the perfect way to end it. They both live out the rest of their short lives together. Because how else do you end it? If she lives on, she can't be a drunk whore. That's all I'm saying.
Depends what direction I want to take this. Someone in the chat brought up an interesting point of with Batman being so grounded, sometimes you can get more of a supernatural element from the villains. So things like Mr. Freeze or other things like that. It'd be interesting to see that, because generally it's what have we had recently? We've had Bane, we've had Joker. You know, we don't get into his. He's got a whole bunch of villains that you can work with.
Scarecrow.
Well, how would you make a realistic Mr. Freeze though? Like with Bane, he didn't have a venom serum or something, but he had something that made him not feel pain, so he was really strong. That's how they explained it away in a more realistic way. How would you explain a Mr. Freeze?
Well, the technology in the Batman, like he's got those contact lenses that are also microphones and also cameras. So the technology is a little bit wacky, but would you have him like Dexter, where the guy kills
that like really crazy out there though?
Yeah.
Well, if anyone's gonna have shit like that, it would be Batman, right? It sounds like bullshit, but if anyone's gonna have bullshit tech that no one has access to, it would be Bruce Wayne.
But like it seems like tech that's probably 15 or 20 years away from the military. If they don't already have it, Batman probably.
True, but that does establish that you can go a little bit beyond
That's
grounded.
Fair. Okay. Yeah.
Not too far. Obviously, you don't have him with a cold gun sliding across.
Yeah.
But they can try to
kick some ice. Yes, Carlos.
Yeah, they can try to ground the entire concept, and just you're not gonna get Arnie's Mr. Freeze where everybody cheers. You're not gonna get that shit.
What killed the dinosaurs?
Killed the dinosaurs. I said.
Yeah, like we've had that. I think they're gonna try to really take a grounded version with some of those concepts. And
well, the problem is the groundedness kind of limits what the character can be, because if he's gonna be really grounded, the only thing he can really do is make him a killer that transports bodies in like a freezing truck, like Dexter.
Yeah.
Because
there's a lot of things you can do with the ice aspect. I think you could. Yeah, you're onto something. You can incorporate. Mr. Freeze can mean a lot of things. It could be something like ice truck killer related. It doesn't have to be a guy shooting freezing beams to people. True, I think if they can get that concept, and maybe they can find a way to represent those things in like an Easter eggy type of way. That's like unique. Like you remember Electro in the comics? He had like a yellow and green suit.
Star.
Yeah. The way they did that in the movie, I think, was just they had him eating a cake of those colors. It was like, oh, there you go. I see what you did there. Yeah, sometimes you just have to do it that way.
But then you run into the problem of every movie is a killer, just with different shades. Like if you bring Scarecrow in, he drugs people, but he's a killer. Mr. Freeze, he freezes people, but he's a killer. Like, how do you differentiate them? Because Mr. Freeze's story is integral to Nora. He's trying to save his wife. But how would you make like an ice truck killer do that?
It would have to be after her death, and he's responsible for it in some way. So some type of something that ties it to. It's got to be some type of tribute to her, even though it's a terrible thing he's doing. That's how.
Or he goes around and he freezes people because he's looking for like an organ match. So he puts people on ice
That's the best idea.
to try and find a cure for his dying wife.
There we go.
So he's an organ trafficker, and he just puts people in ice baths.
Like he's doing horrendous things, but he's doing it for love at the end. It's disgusting. It's showing how dark he's willing to go.
Scarecrow could just be fentanyl. He just throws fentanyl at people.
It's fucking really high. That's it.
See, that's the thing.
He's got a lot of people you can work with. If they can make Penguin work in that show, then they can make anybody work.
Yeah, it's just you need to find a way that every movie isn't 7. Because that's the problem you might run into is this is a killer, but he uses fentanyl. This is a killer, but he uses a shoe.
Yeah, you don't want it to become gimmicky. Like, the same movie, but with a different sort of element involved. We'll just get a bit kind of same.
Yeah.
I think that's something they've been able to pull off of making it comic book accurate without being too gimmicky. Like the Joker is something that shouldn't be able to work as well as it does, but it's an amazing character almost every time we see him, except fucking Jared. But it's just one of those things, right?
Well, the Joker is like loads of people can understand him because it's like, look at the world outside. It's an absolute mess. Mm-hmm. How people should be more inclined with the Joker than Batman. But if we're talking about Batman, Matt Reeves is going for the grounded type, and James Gunn will clearly go the opposite route. But he's starting off with Damian Wayne, the 5th Robin. How is he going to explain Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, Jason Todd, if you count the female Robin? This Batman will have to be about 40, because Damian Wayne's got to be a teenager, and unless Batman got into a child marriage, which I don't think he will.
So he's writing himself into a corner basically with this, instead of just taking a slow approach.
Wait a minute, because he can junk as much of the comics setup as he wants. He doesn't need to have written out 4 previous Robins don't need to exist in his universe because he's not adapting them from the comics. It can just be that Dick Grayson is just he's keeping all of them.
Yeah.
Oh. Well then, he is right. He is writing himself.
Yeah.
Batman has to be basically approaching his 50s.
Why do this? You're just handicapping yourself.
It's either that or he goes through children at an accelerated rate, and I don't think we want to be doing that.
Well done, you're the 5th Robin. What happened to the other 4? Don't worry about it.
I'm trying to picture Batman and Alfred from the Batman being in the same world as fucking Crypto and shit. How is that going to work? It's just two different.
I think they keep them separate.
If they're going to do that, maybe, but I don't know. I just don't see how you look. Just from a business perspective, I don't see how you look at the Batman, look at the Penguin, and then all right, all chips on this, and we'll figure it out from here. Instead, we're going another direction with James Gunn's wacky universe.
If The Brave and the Bold is a disaster, I think Warner Brothers might force them to connect the universes, and that's when things fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, if it's successful independently, then it'll be fine.
And if it isn't, they'll think that that's what they have to do. The key is crossovers. We got to do it like the Avengers. And they just don't understand how this works.
They'll just do Spider-Man, and it's just 2 Batman going at each other. No one can understand what they're saying.
Yeah. Even the Avengers was lightning in a bottle. I remember Scarlett saying she didn't take the project seriously until she saw that iconic shot in Avengers of all of them, the famous Avengers shot where it shows all around. Yeah, the circle around. When she saw that, she's like, "Oh wait, we might have something here," and that's the right idea to have. It was. I never thought that shit was gonna work, but the Avengers became something massive, and it really was lightning in a bottle. They think they can just buy that and just recreate it so easily. I don't know how many franchises need to fail doing it before they learn.
But it's like Supergirl's next. That's that's how you start DC's second film.
What are they thinking?
And then Clayface.
You know what? You know what? I have a feeling that's going to be the dark horse. Watch that be the one that's really good, and everyone's lost faith after the first Superman and Supergirl movie. But then Clayface is fucking amazing, and we don't know what to do with now. It's just going to be complete madness. I hope that's how it goes down.
Well, that's my theory. My theory is the horror films will subsidize the expensive films.
Yeah, smaller and lower budget, but will make a bit of a small profit, which will then be blown on the big ticket items. I can see that happening, but and there's always the chance of an Aquaman style, completely improbable, unpredictable $1 billion movie. I still don't understand why that movie was so successful, but it was. But it did have a certain advantage in that, like, it was a slightly recognizable character with a very recognizable actor that lots of women wanted to look at with the shirt off. So that you could understand a bit of the reason for its success. Whereas with Clayface, I don't know anything about that character, but I know that it has a shit-sounding comic book name, and that makes me very disinterested, uninterested even. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. It's just that is the one that I just have no interest in going in. That might mean that it is pleasantly surprising, but it also might mean that a lot of other people will sit there thinking, well, that sounds like comic book shit, so I'm not going to go see it.
I just get Andor vibes. Like everyone thought Andor was going to be shit because nobody cared about it, then it ended up being good. I just think Clayface might be a situation like that. Like everything else is crap around it, and we have this one little show that nobody cares about that ends up being quality.
Well, because it's like 40 million they're aiming for, it might just be James Gunn will leave me alone and I'll be able to do an original take.
Exactly. That's my theory. They might actually be able to create something because it's not so high budget. But when you have these stupid massive budgets, you're going to have everyone, there's going to be fingers everywhere, right? Can't do your art. So I'm calling it now. I think Clayface might actually be good.
It'd be funny if all the movies that aren't written by James Gunn turn out to be way better than the ones that are. Because even Supergirl isn't being written by James Gunn, and I could see that being probably less successful, but in terms of quality, better than Superman. Yeah. Partially because it would be hard for it not to be better than Superman in terms of quality. But yeah, if James Gunn is the one in charge of the universe and is the one principally responsible for dragging it down.
Problem is, I've heard he likes the Tom King books, and I've heard everyone say those books are awful.
Yeah, like, they're kind of ass.
Yeah, like Batman gets cooked at the altar by Catwoman.
Are these recent?
They're in the last like 10 years.
He's also supposed to be like a CIA guy who snitches on people. So, bad comics, bad guy.
I don't know. Just don't know what to do with that character.
He even said he doesn't know what to do with the character because he stupidly said that every Batman story has been told, and that he likes the Batman and Robin kind of storylines. There, you said the Tom King ones. There's also the I can't remember his fucking name,
but it's like I only like the stories with the young boys in it.
Yeah,
come to my cave, Robin.
He should put him up against the Hemogoblin. He should put him up against that. And then, like, what happened to the last 4 Robins? Oh, the Hemogoblin got them. Sorry.
That's the way to save this franchise, the Hemogoblin. He's the key to everything.
All my Robins lose to stereotypes. Egg Foo ate the other one. One fell under the brick wall.
The wall.
Robin, as long as we avoid stereotypical villains, you'll be okay.
I'm misinformed or ignorant to this because I don't really know anything about the comics, but like I've just never liked Robin as a character. I always feel like his existence weakens my idea as Batman. I like him as like a lone soldier with Alfred, but I don't know. Is there any? Yeah, is there any content to sell people on Robin?
I like the Damian Wayne version of Robin, and that's his son. I like that version way better than like Dick Grayson.
Who's writing him because he can be an asshole.
Yeah.
So like you've got to balance him, you've got to humble him quite a lot. Whereas Dick Grayson's more funny. Jason, the Red Hood storyline's good. But you know, we're not getting that. No. We're getting a 50-year-old Batman who's gonna be played by a 20-year-old who has a son who's annoying.
Yeah. And we're also still going to have a young Batman who's actually going to be played by the oldest guy to ever play Batman.
Yeah, they screwed that up completely in terms of characters. Why would they?
So I've looked. You've got in October. There's 2 YouTubers making content. There's Mr. Beast making something called Labs, which I'm not even going to watch because it's just a merchandise factory. Then you've got Stuckmann, Shelby Oaks.
You gonna be watching that?
I will. I think it's gonna. I think the best he can hope for is,
Yeah, that's what I think. I think he'll pull that off. Just like he's enough of a horror fan to throw in some things that he knows works for horror fans, but just based off the trailer, it seemed very generic. But,
how long has he worked on this? Because it seems like forever.
I do not know.
But he got who's the executive producer? He got from Haunted of Blythe Manor.
Mike Flanagan.
Flanagan, that's it.
How the fuck he got Mike? Like, that's incredible, but we'll see.
He probably walked into Mike's office and Mike went, "You want to be a star, don't you?" And he started taking his pants off.
Well, just have you seen his reviews, Mike? It's just, I don't know.
Maybe that's it. He goes, "Mike Flanagan is the greatest person ever." And Mike went, "He's hired."
Yeah, just showed him a bunch of clips where he was reading off the fucking Wikipedia shit where he mentioned him. Like, I don't know.
What role is Flanagan in this production?
He's executive producer, I think.
Oh, so he's never actually seen the film. He's just going to get paid to put his name on it, basically. From executive producer,
he got Stuckmann got more money to work on it, which I don't know if he brought it or whatever, but he managed to get more reshoots done. So Flanagan might have come in and went, "This is shit, change these things, here's some money," and left.
But he's associating your name, especially with Flanagan. I think he's like the king of, he's the king of horror right now. You're associating your brand with Stuckmann. That's a fucking risk, because I'm sorry, you can't be a respectable reviewer if you're not willing to be critical of films. And now it's all riding on this movie. What if it's crap? And I don't know. I just don't like the idea of Flanagan being tarnished because of Chris Stuckmann.
Well, you never know. Stuckmann could pull her off. He could actually make. Yeah. And this is like
I'm rooting for him.
We could be going Weapons or Stuckmann's movie, which is better.
Oh my god, yeah, that could be a reality.
What would you have if that was actually true? Would you have like a metal whiplash or something?
Oh my god, because we'd be Stuckmannized. That's pretty much it.
He's like a virus. He's on the internet and he's possessed us all.
But I don't know. All the time he spent lacking on reviews, maybe he's channeled all that energy into a good script. Who knows?
What is the actual what is the premise? Nothing. Can't find anything.
We did watch the trailer.
Yeah, like what was I remember the trailer. It was just a lot of
the trailer was just a lot of like stereotypical horror shots that remind you of other horror films. I was trying to from the Wikipedia, the film is based on an online marketing campaign depicting a series of found footage videos about a fictional paranormal investigative team named the Paranormal Paranoids, as well as Stuckmann's own upbringing with his sister, who was shunned from the Jehovah's Witnesses. That's all I've got. Or rather, that's all Wikipedia's got, so that's not exactly helpful.
So it's about his sister being bullied and a fake paranormal team stumbling across a real paranormal event.
I guess.
Oh.
Good luck with that.
That doesn't sound very good.
IGN has given it a 6.
Oh no, that's a 2.
It's not even an IGN 7.
Oh no.
Damn.
Man. Do you think Stuckmann is even going to go on the internet? He's going to be in his bed, crawled up.
Let's see.
Stuckmann, you haven't
the IGN review. Chris Stuckmann proves he's been paying attention to all the horror movies he's reviewed over the years, which kind of suggests that he's just stolen all of it. Yeah, YouTuber Chris Stuckmann isn't breaking new ground by making a feature film. Obviously, I mean, fucking what? No, Jesus Christ, IGN. Obviously not. Promising yet uneven feature debut.
Oof.
Blah, 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 blah. Anything else? Blah blah blah. He's got followers on YouTube inexplicably.
I just don't understand.
The IGN review so far is just a Chris Stuckmann review. It's just, honestly, Chris Stuckmann is a YouTuber with this many subscribers. This is the idea. It's called this. It has this budget, and it was funded on Kickstarter, and it was shot in Ohio. I haven't found any actual information about anything. Give me an opinion.
So even people who have seen it can't describe the movie. Like, this is crazy.
Maybe it's genius. We all should do a Chris Stuckmann review. We should all just go, it's got Chris Stuckmann. We all give a Stuckmann review.
It's got Chris. I was Stuckmannized. 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. And everyone is, what is the movie about? And you go, well, it's got Mike Flanagan as the executive producer.
That's it.
Right here. So To be totally transparent, the IGN review says, Neon is releasing the film, I guess. The Neon situation makes it difficult to discuss Shelby Oaks in much depth. Before the premiere, Stuckmann implored the audience to protect the surprises of the film. The distributor has asked critics to avoid revealing certain filmmaking choices, along with standard do not reveal spoilers. So effectively, the distributor has said, don't talk about the movie, which is great. Apparently, Stuckmann does interesting and surprising things with the format, playing with the aesthetics of YouTube and found footage horror. It goes into online ghost hunting. Blah, blah, blah. People disappear.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a horror movie.
Then there's an internet catchphrase in it.
What, skibbity boo? Like, is it just Blair Witch, but he's just YouTubing it for modern audience?
I mean, it's reading a little bit like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's fresh.
There've been movies like that, though, like trying to do the online stuff, like people like talking through a chat like this and haunting in the background. I can't remember. There's been several movies like that recently.
I know what you mean, yeah, and they're awful.
Yeah. Like it's called Unfriended. I think that's one of them.
And then you have War of the Worlds, which is all done online.
I still need to watch that. I'm hearing everyone just shitting on it.
I haven't finished it, but my God.
Yeah.
But like, maybe that's it. Maybe everyone should just do a quick Stuckmann review and just go, yeah, 2 out of 10.
Well, yeah, he needs to know how it feels, man, to like have like watch 10 in a row and them say nothing about the film that you worked so hard on. How's it feel, Chris? Like, say something about the goddamn story, man. Like,
how do you get a 6 from IGN? Not even a 7.
Make a piece of shit.
I love how everyone went not even a 7. Oh, that's bad.
Oh no.
Because it's like how soft they are.
It's like IGN is a language and we all speak it. Oh, that's a bad score.
It looks like from the rest of the review that the movie is kind of a Stuckmann video and that like he's there, it's on the screen, words are said, but there's no payoff to anything.
That sounds
awful. Says, Stuckmann has clearly studied how to construct dread and tension. Shelby Oaks is effective in the moment, but the bigger pictures of narrative and theme are underdeveloped. The first half of Shelby Oaks creates an intrigue that the second half can't sustain. Payoff is an issue. There's no commentary on anything. The movie doesn't explain anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a Stuckmann movie.
So like basically he's went, I'll just take bits and pieces of these movies and not understand how they work. I just know, jump scare here, big
people creeping
here.
over there, someone sneaking in the background, like little moments that you know work, but not actually tying it together to a cohesive story that has some type of meaning and structure.
Like if this is your first movie, I think you've always got to go balls to the wall. Go fuck it. This is my one shot. It's what South Park did. South Park went, listen, we're gonna get cancelled. Let's just make a film with swear words, like just non-stop swearing.
And even I mentioned Tarantino earlier. The balls to do something like Reservoir Dogs in your first attempt. You know?
Yeah,
I think
you
that's
got
awesome.
to. How'd you stand out? Because if you're just going for a safe careerism path, well, I'll do this, then I'll make another horror film, then another horror film, then maybe I might do a Marvel TV show. Is that really what you want to do?
Thank you, Blackface. So are you.
But it's like if I do these 3 movies I don't really care about, I can do the Ahsoka season 2.
But sometimes that's the game they have to play. Like James Wan, he'll do his movies for the studio, like Aquaman, and then after that, you know, one for me, one for you type thing, so that he can take risks on other projects.
Well, that's at least you've got to that point. Whereas I'm talking, you're a YouTuber. Everyone is like eyes on you, so you might as well just go, you know what? I'm making a fucking wacky movie.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm
it's
not
better to
back.
Shoot for the stars and fail rather than making some basic bitch thing that we just not. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Because he just wants to be a director, and I don't know if he can do it. Clearly, based on IGN, he can't.
This sounds like a Stuckmann review. TGV Monsters, Shelby Oaks. It was fine, and people were in it.
It's as thorough as he gets.
I'm actually excited to make a Chris Stuckmann review about his movie.
It's actually surprisingly difficult to do, though. Like, how do you go 8 minutes and say nothing? It's really it's a skill that lots of people just it's harder than it looks.
Yeah, because I kind of when someone goes, "What do you think of it?" I go, "That was good," and that's all I say.
It's because people you have respect for your fan base where you're going to make sure you're talking about the film or the story or whatever it is. Chris will talk about how the weather was on the way to the theater. Like he's just one of those type of people, you know. He doesn't give a fuck about your time, and that's how he fills out the 8-minute slot. He's got your 3 minutes left, and he still hasn't made a fucking point. It's crazy.
I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna make a 10-minute review. Only the last 20 seconds is about the film. I woke up, I had toast, got in the shower, drove to work. Oh yeah, Shelby Oaks.
Like if it fits the format, like it's like a 1 hour video, and you're about to like go off on like different subjects and whatnot. But like if we got 11 minutes and the first 4 is you just fucking around, it's just disrespectful, you know?
Yeah. Plus, like you've got that September, and then you've got something called Roofman. What is Roofman? I don't know why I've written it down. Roofman. Is upcoming crime comedy with Channing Tatum. Oh yeah, it looks awful.
Great.
He basically lives to steal from McDonald's, and he lives in a Toys R Us. But then after.
I was just gonna say, would you say Weapons is the best film we've had this year? Like, what's the good stuff we've had?
It's looking like it because you've only got Tron Ares after that, and then Has Been Hotel season 2, which I'll watch because it's awful. Then Predator Badlands.
Dude, that's gonna be the best movie of the year. You out of your fucking mind?
I wonder what's going to be better, that or Alien Earth. Like,
well, do you think Alien Earth is going to purposely link up with Predator? They'll take it together.
Well, they've got the android thingies in both, right? They could maybe be setting something up in Earth for Predator. If they wanted to. I don't know if they will do that.
Well, you have Weyland Yutani in the Predator movie. You have all them. So it's going to be awful anyway.
Trying to set up another AVP movie or something?
Well, androids are just going to be super strong because in the Predator Badlands thing, she's got no body, yet she spears and tackles a fucking dinosaur. So it's going to be she's super strong, just like the Lost Boys are.
In most of the Predator films, you're seeing them do more like, you know, tactical maneuvering. Do they ever really display how physically strong they are? Like, is there any scene you can reference or something I can think of? Or if you're familiar with the lore?
In the first Predator movie, he picks Arnie up like he's nothing with one arm.
Is that probably the best example of their strength? There's got to be better ones.
That's pretty badass. It's like 200 pounds with one hand, just like fucking wham!
Being stronger than Arnie is a pretty good indicator that you are strong.
But then, like, you've got the new ones where you have lightsabers, so... Although in Prey, he got shot about 1 million times. And
he did, but then he shot himself in the head as well, which was just...
Yeah, and then he just shot himself at the end and sucked and lost an arrow.
He did. What annoyed me was a head tilt when he goes, huh? And then...
Yo, he was a superstar when he was fighting the Frenchman. Like, he was the greatest Predator ever. And he fights Naru and he's fucking shit.
This is the thing that we can tell you from long established history that it is very easy to look good when you're fighting the French. Like, everyone's...
But it's like he had heat vision. He couldn't notice a bunch of settlers underneath a blanket.
He gets jump scared by one. And shakes him.
Yeah, they tie him up with a chain and he goes, ooh.
God, man.
Is there stuff I like about the first third of that movie? Maybe in the first half of that movie. It just, it gets worse and worse the closer it gets to its climax. When they start throwing in lines from the original movie, that's when you know that you're in for a rough ending. Doesn't the brother start say, if it bleeds, we can kill it?
Oh, God. Well, what was stupid is they tried to, instead of doing mud, they went, we've got a plant that lowers your body temperature to
the point at which you're dead. It's like, okay, right. So you're dead.
Like, and the justification is he's dying, so we'll freeze him with plant juice. How does that stop a bloody wound?
Stupid ass MacGuffin they just shoved in. Like, oh man, just trying to replicate the old scenes.
We're doing it different, but more retarded. Just do mud.
The biggest thing with that movie is like comparing Dutch, who was one of Arnie's best roles, really looked like a soldier who's trying to get all his men out alive, and he was concerned with the girl and everything. Naru's just a fucking bitch. She's doing it because it's Riri Williams all over again. I'm gonna do it because they say I can't, and they don't give a fuck about the fact that the best character in the movie, her brother, dies for her. He risks himself bringing her back for the lion, and she doesn't give a shit. And even at the end, all she cares is that she defeated the Predator. There's no moment of like realizing how important his message was. She's a fucking awful character. I hate Naru.
They show this is the Comanche tribe, and do you know how brutal that tribe was?
Yeah,
they killed everyone off below a certain age that couldn't ride a horse, and anyone above the age of like adulthood. Because basically they were just like the Mongolians. They reproduced by taking young boys from families they pillaged and basically brought them up to be raiders.
Oh man, Reaper! Imagine they had the balls to actually make a Predator movie under that context, like really showing the reality of the Comanche. Like that could have been awesome, you know, because you could have had different ways to justify different kills rather than just being it fucking girl power. You can do girl power, but why do you have to fuck up a Predator film in order to do it? You know,
you have the Comanches, you have the settlers with the guns, you have the Predator, and you can do so much. Well, the stupid thing is, it always felt like in the first Predator movie, it was an even game. He has more technological advancements, but they have like 6 guys with machine guns, and if it gets hit, it dies.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Had such potency in that moment because it is aligned to show all the history that they've been through as a team together, and it works so great as a slasher because most slashers are stupid teens tripping over fucking air, right? But having a group that's actually ready for that situation and like mentally prepared made it so much more of a balanced situation. And yeah, Predator works on so many fucking levels that they've never been able to replicate.
What makes a difference? What makes it different is that the Predator seems to have like a code of honor.
Yes.
Like you can have him fight at night and he takes off his laser guns and his invisibility cloak and he fights them one-on-one. You can do like a load of cool stuff like that.
That aspect is so fucking interesting that even the Predator, the shittiest Predator movie, still remembered to get, they even got that right where he doesn't kill the unarmed lady. Because it's what makes them so fascinating. They actually have a code. They're not some it's beneath them. And they like even when he looks at Arnie, he's like, I got fucked up by this skinny piece of shit. Okay, this motherfucker. He takes off his gear and wants to 1v1 him. It's you've seen that moment in video games. It's like, come here, bro, fucking 1v1 me, and you want it to be fucking balanced because you just understand that they're beneath you. And like being able to portray that is very fun, but they just can't get it right, man. Like Predator. Other than beating up bears, he was a moron.
Well, in the Badlands trailer, it's going to be, I think, you see one with white dreadlocks. That'll probably be a woman. And you see the android who's also a woman. I hope they do the Batwoman thing. He goes, you'll learn how to fight when you do it like a woman.
Oh, jeez. They're going to find some way to demasculate the Predator. Like, this is going to be their main goal. No respect for that character.
Runt. Oh, he's the runt. He's gonna be like there with his lunch tray, and someone flips it over, and he goes, "Come on, guys."
Jeez, did we watch the trailer for that movie?
Yeah, we did.
I've already memory hold it. Yeah,
it's got, and then after that, after Predator, I think Knives Out 3, because there's 3 of those movies comes out,
why are they still giving that man money?
On my birthday. So my birthday is gonna be me watching the worst Rian Johnson movies ever.
Which of the 2 franchises do you think is more salvageable, even at this point? Alien or Predator?
Predator,
yeah.
You can do more with Predator.
You can do more, and they haven't fucked up their own canon, I don't think, quite as much with Predator as they have with Alien.
As long as we ignore the Predator, you're right. Yeah. The autism fucking shit.
That's the thing. With Predator, you only have to ignore the Predator. And with Alien, you have to ignore Prometheus, Covenant, Romulus, Earth, probably also Resurrection. At this point.
Maybe even Alien 3 if you want your sanity.
Alien 3.
Yeah.
Well, Cynic, you were gonna say Aliens. Like, what would you
I
do?
Was at first because I think that it's just because Aliens can be such a focused thing, it can be horror. But then you guys brought up, I immediately was like, well, wait a minute.
Good point.
So I think,
because of everything you were about to bring up.
So as a separate film, you could do like a one-off, but as a franchise, it's fucked.
Exactly.
Well, the Predator creature is like the xenomorph is rooted in horror, where the Predator, you can do it in many different ways. You can do an action movie with a Predator without making it just repeating like of Aliens. Like you can do everyone talks about going like back in time and having them face a samurai or some shit, different settings, Vikings versus a Predator, just with its concept and its respect system. There's a lot of things you can do.
Well, it's a good point, because each Predator is a character, whereas a xenomorph is a biological hazard. Exactly. You can't put him in any other time periods but the future. Yeah. Because unlike Alien Earth doesn't seem to consider this, but once it gets out, it kills everything. Mm-hmm. Whereas the Predator, is a character with a motivation, and he's targeting a specific group.
Yeah, xenomorphs are completely binary. It's a fucking creature with one desire. Where the Predators, you can explore very different interpretations of the Predator code. I would love to see a situation where where 3 Predators are deciding whether or not to spare someone, or whether or not someone is like seeing the different perspectives. Like this, they're extremely fascinating creatures. I don't like Predator 2, but I love the fact that they spare the dude at the end and say, you know what? You're pretty dope. And they give him a gun. Like, all right, you get to live, bro.
Here's your trophy. Because they all got trophies. They all got skulls. Yeah. There's a trophy. Yeah. You deserve
don't even
that.
Say anything. You show, don't tell. That's it. They just work so well.
Was Alien, it's just once they're on Earth, it's over. That's it. Even though we have 6 more episodes and maybe 5 more seasons, this show should be over. It's done. The aliens have got here. They're fucked.
It's toast completely. The whole ship should be better. Is there any hope for the show? Is there anything we liked about it? We just shat on it.
Yeah, because like, I want, I don't know. It's not that I like it about the show. It's just that I can think of so many more interesting uses for stuff that they've included in the show. Like I kind of like the concept of the 3-way split between these different visions for immortal humans. Like that's interesting stuff. The show won't do anything with it, but it's interesting stuff. I want to understand more about how the corporations work, because I love capitalism and stuff, and fuck governments. But like, I want all of that to be fleshed out. I want to understand what Earth is like in the Alien universe, but I know that what they give me will be incredibly disappointing. That it's potentially interesting. It's not Romulus, so that
each one could be a show.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It is so. The problem is, it's like Mr. Burns, and he's like got a million diseases, and he goes, the only thing that's holding you up, they're all trying to go through the door, and that's what Alien Air feels like. It's a decrepit body that's being like smushed together with 500 like themes and messages, and they're all not even gonna get touched upon.
Like the trans allegory was just so on the nose and frustrating at the beginning, and just thinking like, man, is that all you want to do with this? Have you can be whatever you want to be, rather than actually exploring how fucking insane the situation would be for them, and just doing it in an interesting way.
Was it a particularly trans allegory? I mean, I've read it as more like a transhumanism allegory.
I read it like that. Like because it's their body in the future. Like it's not like they're not changing gender or race. It's modeled after what they would look like if they grew up.
I think I'm referring more to Wendy's lines of saying like them saying that she's a hybrid, and her saying, no, I'm not. I'm a human. I'm whatever I want to be. Just exploring that. I don't know if they're going to explore that in a more complex way than what they've shown just in the first 2 episodes. That might just be it.
No, I think she'll just correct people and they'll go, okay.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's just going to be that. She's just affirming her all the way through, where that's why I lose interest, because there could be a conversation there.
No, there's not going to be conversations. That's the one thing. $250 million will not get you a conversation.
What did you think of them ripping off the first scene from Alien? Like just completely trying to.
I really hated that.
I despise that scene.
I know they even went so far as to replicate the sound of the spaceship. And I was like, that's such a cheap way of doing things. I really hate that, because it's just aesthetics.
Well, I didn't mind it in the sense, like, I'd rather have, if you're going to have a spaceship in Alien, and if it's going to be set in proximity to Alien, then it probably does make a lot of sense to have the aesthetics match, and that includes the sound effects and stuff like that. Like, I liked the fidelity to detail, because I think like the Alien ship design is really, really great. I was going to say beautiful, but the point is it isn't beautiful. And like, that's all good. It's just, are you using this for reasons beyond... Hey, remember this?
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. I agree with everything you said, except it's the way they use it. It should look similar if it's the same film, right? It's the same franchise. But the way they shot it was clearly trying to replicate that scene in a way that was just like almost jarring. Where they could have had
the computers wake up and then the sound effects go, and then you
everything.
cut to the med bay and everybody wakes up. I can forgive it only like insofar as like this is going to be standard procedure for the ships. There's a sort of diegetic reason for it to all happen in that particular way, but given we're not really spending any time in space, I wouldn't have thought in an Alien Earth show. I think it is really just. I mean, Romulus did this shit all the time. It's just, hey, remember this? Yeah, well, that makes this good. Remember this? It's good too.
That's what I hated about it, was because it was. I appreciated that the sound effects of the ship were so accurate to the original, and I knew from that point on it was just going to be superficial. The only thing that was going to be there was the aesthetic, and the story was probably going to be pretty goddamn weak. And sure as hell.
Because it being diegetic is one thing, but it's just the way they do it, the way they shoot it, its purpose, what they're trying to achieve. I feel like it was there just to remind us of how great that first scene was, rather than actually achieving what that first scene did, fleshing out all the character dynamics. And even though it's just banter over dinner or breakfast or whatever it was, we got so much out of that. Where with this scene, all I know is they don't like the bald dude. Like that's pretty much it. And then they're all dead. Yeah, he's a creeper. They've been here for a long. They don't like cryo, and then they die. Like that. That's it.
The exposition. How bad's the exposition when he's going? Here is this company, and here is this company, and they go. Well, he didn't complete his social studies, and like what?
Jeez,
he doesn't know anything about the world.
Every line between the old lady and the bald chick who was being transformed into Wendy was just shit exposition stuff that they obviously should know. But it's just you just have to roll
it's that sort of variant of as you know exposition. In this case, it's as you should know exposition, but you didn't take the exam, so we have an excuse to tell you. The problem, it's unnecessary because the opening text gives you all this information. The opening text tells you there's 3 companies sort of competing for these different like parts of Earth and these different visions of immortality. Like, there's nothing in that exposition scene at the beginning, I don't think, that you couldn't have picked up just by watching the rest of the show. No. And it's like. It's the Netflix rule. You just have to tell people exactly what is happening because otherwise they can't be expected to know. And it's a fucking that's just
they don't trust their audience completely. Like bad exposition is just a sign of that. Go ahead. Sorry.
Do they also think you're looking at your phone?
Yeah.
Yes. Like we need to say it because you're not looking.
Which is bad when it's the first scene of the show.
Exactly.
And you can kind of understand it halfway through an episode, but the beginning, who clicks on a fucking episode of a thing and says, this looks interesting. Anyway, back to Twitter.
Like episode 1 of a second season of a show. That's when you got to break out the great exposition to get everybody caught up, especially if there's a time skip. If you're just starting a show and you have no faith that the audience is even paying attention, then that doesn't say a lot about your story, It just seems really.
Why the xenomorph is acting like a dog?
He's fucking moonwalking and shit. Like, what's he doing? It's just so stupid. I can't believe that was the reveal for the xenomorph. Just fucking and the smirk and everything.
Shimon.
This super chat's been sitting on the screen for too long because the name is wild. Know what
it means.
Lumi licks feet. Killer of killers revealed Dutch and Glover were kidnapped by predators.
Translators.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the hell GLVR was, but no, you're correct. Glover.
Danny Glover.
He did, when they kidnapped and put on ice or something. I still haven't watched that show.
It sucks.
M8566 says, who are the 2 actors to be killed by a xenomorph, predator, and Terminator? One who is deceased now, I forget his name.
Bishop from Aliens and fucking Cocky Boy from Aliens.
Yes.
They're both in Aliens. Why can't I think of their names? Bishop and Hudson. There we go.
Yeah. True Lies cast.
Lance
Bill Paxton. Bill
Paxton and Lance Henriksen.
Oh, yeah.
All 3 of them have been killed by a Terminator, Xenomorph, and Predator. That's fucking glorious. Trifecta.
The problem is now all the synthetics are super strong. So androids ain't dying anytime soon. Or they will when their strength selectively fails. Like when the eyeball alien is on the little girl, she's like going, it's trying to get him. She should be able to just rip it apart.
We didn't even talk about that thing. Is that the shittiest alien like in the entire franchise? A little googly eyeball thing. There's nothing worse. Yeah. At least the Neomorph in Covenant looked badass. It still looked dangerous. They didn't make it a little goober like that. That was fucking terrible.
Well, it's an alien subject, and it seems to have grown up in a world where they have eyes like ours. Like the xenomorph doesn't have eyes.
It was a Disney alien. That's what it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a Disney alien. That was fucking Grogu. Little
But
fucking
doesn't
Baby Yoda bullshit.
the eye sort of change form quite rapidly? Like once it's out of the cat
pupils.
and it's running toward it, and so like I guess the eye like adapts to whatever the other eye, and it's a parasite kind of thing. So like the eye changes.
It stays eye shape because it like when it goes at them, it seems that so it can only turn into like a blue eye or a green eye or.
It looked more comical than scary, I think, which was maybe not the intended effects. But I don't mind that they're introducing these new things. It almost got me thinking that this might actually have worked better. They would never do this. This might have worked better if this wasn't about the xenomorph. In fact, I'm pretty sure it would work better because that you can't have those things on Earth. But like, if you're actually expanding the universe in the alien universe, having other aliens, it's still an alien. And you're expanding the story, like you're visiting other planets. There are other evil, lethal life forms that maybe give Weyland-Yutani ideas for what they want these life forms for, which could then go forward and inform what they want the xenomorph for in the first alien form. Like, there's stuff you can do with that, but they would never have the confidence to do alien without the xenomorph.
They can make the xenomorph look even more impressive by contrasting it to all the different aliens in this story that they're able to deal with, this hypothetical story they're talking about that they're able to deal with. And without the xenomorph even being a part of the show, it can be, you know, your respect for it can grow. There's a lot of ways to do that. But with this, if their approach is just little eyeball goober aliens like that, then I don't think we're going to get the best, example of that idea. There's a lot you can do with that.
You can't have hybrids and aliens in the same show because it makes aliens redundant. Why bother?
Yeah.
If you are a super powerful android superhuman, like why are we collecting eyeball monsters? Like you should be able, like the whole point is you got to keep humans, and they need aliens for a reason.
It completely ruins it. And you know what I didn't like as well was the gun that completely shut down the xenomorph. Like, you had this fucking weapon that can just nullify it. So you ruined the entire creature. Now it's over. The entire franchise is broken because they had this technology to
you don't remember the scenes in Aliens where the fucking Marines use those guns because they're so super effective on aliens?
No, they dropped them. They fucking dropped them.
I guess they just forgot.
Yeah, that's it.
It not only has a zap thing, but it also has a cocoon.
Goo!
Fucking
They've got everything. They got sci-fi goo and the fucking super zap powers. They've got everything they need to deal with an alien. Fuck aliens, fuck all the fucking the franchise now at this point.
Marrow goes, right, I'm gonna encase the xenomorph in a cocoon. And then just gonna walk out of the building that has a massive fucking perimeter surrounding them with the army.
They're just gonna drag it out and be like, "Oh, it's supplies," and all the fucking army members can't see that there's something alive, and they just fucking stand there and get killed. And then for some reason it doesn't kill him. It's all so fucked.
It's so stupid because it says it smells fear, which is just ridiculous.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. At the beginning, it tries to kill him, and he looks way more calm. In the elevator, he's literally, his pupils are dilated. He's sweating. He is shitting himself.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense, even with what they've shown us. He's freaking out, and it just dips. But when he's cool as a cucumber, trying to fucking leave out with a proper plan, it's going ape shit trying to get at him. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my god.
But the gun stuff is another example of why it would work so much better as a sequel, because then you can explain it away as well. They've experienced, this creature before. They have developed weapons that can now be used against it semi-effectively. That level of technological advancement just doesn't pose a problem in sequels in a way that it does in prequels.
Well, the problem is they want this to be smushed into Alien as much as possible because Alien Resurrection is just ignored.
Yeah.
It's like that's the problem. They don't want that.
They want to probably still ignore it, right? Because you could still just pretend it never happened and make it a sequel to Aliens and just say that, well, that stuff in that crazy resurrection movie, like, well, we just don't really remember that. Bits of it maybe made its way back to Earth, but that's it.
True, but it's harder when you have familiar stuff. Like, sequels are harder to ignore, like Last Jedi, because you have something from the original.
Yeah, when you have the original actors back, it's just different. Like, that's fucking Luke drinking breast milk. It's just,
whereas this one, it can only get Sigourney Weaver, and since it can't do that, it's basically infecting everything else it can.
Mm-hmm. That's why Dark Fate was harder to ignore than some of the other Terminator sequels because it had Linda Hamilton. It's just and
it killed John.
They killed John Connor. Yes, that's fucking one of the worst things that's ever happened in a film. Oh my god.
Oh, he's died 3
He's
times.
shot down on the beach.
He's shotguns.
They brought him back just to get shotgun on the beach.
We're replacing John Connor with a tiny Mexican girl.
Oh,
who,
fucking
when
hell.
you put the gun in her hands, she looks like it's fucking 10 times the size.
The entire point of T2 is seeing that John is like he has to grow and become that leader eventually. Where they just completely forgot that, and they did the Mulan thing where she's just perfect from the beginning. That character is fucking pathetic, man. I don't remember her name. But the fact that they've done this in so many of the major franchises, like her, Naru, Rey, it's terrible, man.
Wonder Girl. For $10, I'll say it all.
Yeah.
It annoys me when every I'm Different storyline is automatically constructed as a gay or trans allegory. Yeah, and it's like, it's not even like transhuman stuff on Alien Earth.
Yeah.
It's like some people went, that's trans. I went, no, it's not. I'm extremely straight and cis, and I've always felt like I don't belong anywhere in this world.
I mean, I increasingly feel that way when I
don't.
watch modern movies. I mean, it's just like people like Avatar. Jesus Christ, no, I don't belong here. I'm several centuries out of date. But it's true. But that's the problem with the constant fucking debate over the last however many years it's been. Is that once upon a time transhumanism was a big vogue thing in science fiction, and now because everyone spent the last few years fucking flipping their shit over transgenderism, it's like, hey, it's another trans allegory. It's not necessarily. I mean, you can see why they do overlap to a degree, but it doesn't have to be. So,
well, it's only because it's got the name trans in it.
Yeah.
Like as you said, Avatar. When that came out, nobody went, he's changing genders.
That's exactly it. Like with all the oversaturation, it's with the first thing that comes to mind when you hear those terms. When I could be, you could be giving it the benefit of the doubt or judging it harshly too early, but it's because of all the other shit films around it that do the same thing. So you build in a knee-jerk reaction when you see those things. But if the show can pull it off, it could be interesting. Like there's
like
so many
Transformers, you should be able to change into another Autobot. So.
Yeah.
It does have, because I wrote, I still need to get around to editing it and finishing it. So I wrote a book like before, just like the 6 months before starting on YouTube, just wrote this thing. And it's like this sort of nearish post-apocalyptic future comedy kind of thing. But like, there's a bit in there where there's like a cantina scene, sort of Star Wars-esque. And there's a bunch of transhumanists in this cantina. And the joke was like, do you really trust humans with their appalling taste to manage their bodies in this way? Like, what crazy, shitty, tacky bullshit would the kind of people who wear Burberry go and do to themselves if they were allowed to be transhuman? And it's like, but I read it, like a section to it for a guy, and he said, is that are you being mean about trans people? It's like, actually, no, I hadn't realized that connection. I was just taking the piss out of transhumanists. But I guess this is 2000 and when was it? 22. So yeah, everything's trans allegories now.
Well, it could have been a tattoo thing. Like I thought that like people get the worst art in their body. Like there's like 100 ways you can approach it.
Is he playing guitar in the background?
I think he is.
Motherfucker.
It's incredibly sad super chat, and then he's just playing a sad song to go with.
Jamming out to the super chat in the background. The fuck?
Yeah, Wander Girl said it annoys me when every
we've done it. We did it fucking 10 minutes
ago.
ago.
Come back, bro. A little late.
I was just jamming. I was like, I'll get to this at some point. Totally wasn't paying attention to anything you were doing. All right, well, good. Thanks. Thanks for doing it.
Read it, discussed it, moved on.
Oh, cool, great. I had a question. So I was working on this song, but I swear to God, I heard it from someone 10 years ago. Like it was their song, I think. Or I just remember like one part of it, but it was the hook. And and I'm like, I don't know how to contact this person. So what do I do now? Because it's like I really like it.
Change one major chord to a minor chord.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, you guys handle it in the music world?
It's like YouTube. It's the copyright strike. How do we get around it?
Because I do that all the time. Because I try to teach myself to play guitar, and I'm getting better at it. Because piano and singing is the main thing. But I figured guitar, you can carry guitars around, and you can annoy people at parties with them. So I'll do that instead. And then so it got to the point where I could play a bunch of chords and stuff. I said, all right, now I want to try and remember how to write songs. Realized I didn't remember how to write songs. Then realized that all you really need to do is take a chord progression from one song that you like, maybe change one of the chords in that, and then take a chord progression from a chorus from a different song that you like, and maybe change one chord in that, and then you've got yourself a brand new song. It's easy.
Yeah, writing songs becomes really boring after a while when you understand there's a formula to things.
Well, isn't most modern songs written by like 4 Norwegians in like some fucking
yes, a lot of the top 40 hits are written by the same people.
It's just like a bunch of middle-aged white dudes in Norway, and then Taylor Swift is singing their songs. It's like it's all you can tell that the music is really manufactured.
Yeah, completely, man. What the fuck? This guy's just jabbing out.
It's after dark. He starts like poetry.
This guy's naked.
Well, this is the place to do it.
Guitar, that's it. Holy shit!
I'm Matthew McConaughey right now.
How long have you played?
Over 20 years, I guess. Yeah, 22, 23.
Was you like traveling, and that's how you got your money? Just like state to state with a
for a year I just did the band thing and made money, and that was my first foray into like not having a real job, and I was like, I gotta fucking not have a real job.
Just a different thing when you're doing something you love.
Like 3 years ago I moved to Nashville with the intent of just playing music on the street and like earning my money that way, and then YouTube blew up, so I just started doing that instead. So I stopped playing music. I haven't really written a song in a few years. It's weird, but that's why I'm getting back into it now. We went to an inspiring concert. Out of all concerts, I went to the Goo Goo Dolls because it was like really cheap.
Oh shit, I've heard of them.
And they were really great.
That's one of theirs, right?
And it made me want to play music again, so I picked up the guitar. And then I was like, what was that song I swear to God I heard so I can rip it off?
Was it a Goo Goo Doll song?
It was no, it was the one I heard from that person 10 years ago where I was like,
they've probably forgotten it. Just
that's what I know.
Well, this is where he goes, that bastard stole my song, and I was out to get you.
Yeah, it's the same thing Reaper was saying about his avatar. Same with me. Like, we just Googled it, so I don't even know, like, if this belongs to anyone or something like that. I need to figure that part out as things go forward. How does that even work? Are you familiar, Reaper? No, just having a Google picture as your avatar. Like, I'm not sure whose original artwork Reaper's is or mine, right?
I just stole it. Know. I have no idea who this is.
Reaper, I had sworn I had seen your avatar before.
Probably.
It looks
it's on Google Images. Everyone can just take it. Whoever the guy is, I hope he never finds me.
Fuck it.
Yeah, how does that work? It's not like copyright, right? It's a different thing altogether. So I'm just not sure.
Well, if you make money off it, then that's the problem. But if you're fine for now. Well, it's like, the last film. Oh yeah, I was going for the list. The last film is Avatar, December 19th.
Oh, he's coming to ruin Christmas again. Why do they keep doing it?
Fire and ass. Here we go. It's just, I don't know. No one can recall anything from these movies, yet they make all the money in the world.
It's strange, isn't it? Like, it just no cultural impact.
There's no comparison. There's no other example that fits Avatar. The massive amount of money it collects, but nobody talks about it. I just can't think of anything that compares.
Yeah.
Did anyone watch that Section 31? Because I went to, and I just went, I don't hate myself enough.
Oh, the Star Trek one, the beginning of the year, I did. I ambitiously titled that, "We've already had the worst movie of 2025." And it did remain true until I gather it's been dethroned by War of the Worlds. So I haven't seen that one yet, though. But that's a fucking awful film.
Like, I don't understand how he keeps... Kurtzman is still in charge of Star Trek.
They keep giving him new stuff. You've got Starfleet Academy is the next thing, right?
It's got to be cheaper. Oh yeah, I saw a trailer. It's like a Jem'Hadar woman. I'm like, there's so many things wrong with that. They're all male, they're clones, and they're all addicted to Ketracel White. They have none of these things in the academy. God, it's like, what? At what point do you go, Kurtzman, can you please leave? Or are they just going to keep giving them money forever?
He must have some dirt. I can't see. They're never getting rid of him. He's just there forever.
Has he ever done
anything
like good?
Kennedy. It's like Kathleen Kennedy she knows where the bodies are. She knows where all the children Hollywood has bummed. She knows where they all are.
Yeah, it's clearly blackmail when it comes to Kennedy. Like, she's just too powerful.
Who's replacing her? It's she said she wants to step back but still control whoever replaces her. Puppet master, but a shit one.
There's just no accountability when you're at that level. Like, she's destroyed so many IPs. And just nothing, no blame whatsoever. The real fans know what's up, but
has anyone seen the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer that was shown behind doors?
Oh, I think I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's like they break into an AT-AT and everyone's retarded. It seems like they've listened to the criticism of his armor. It just makes him invincible. So instead of constantly hitting his armor, they just miss him. So it's just terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it's just exactly what I would expect from a Mandalorian movie, which for some reason people like still for some reason, but yeah.
There's like bits like Grogu's
early next year. I think it's early next year, or is it May? I think it's the first half of next year that film comes out.
It's hard to have any anticipation. The Mandalorian was never good. It never was. I just don't like. People have this weird rose-tinted glasses bullshit with season 1. It wasn't good. It was refreshing after the bullshit we went through. It wasn't good though.
Better than everything that just come around it. Was more positive and happy and nice, and that was it.
Yeah, that's it.
At least it didn't hate me.
Does anyone have a favorite K-pop Demon Hunter song?
I have not seen it, but doesn't it currently have like 5 songs in the top 10 or something ridiculous?
Yeah, it's huge.
Really? Jesus.
It's a popular film. I don't know who's watching it, but
I know nothing about it even.
It's on Netflix and it's just #1 all the time. It's been on for like a few months.
Again, my chat, I apologize. None of us have one.
Why would you think we would? I mean, do we strike
Reaper's
you
offended.
K-pop fans? I'm offended. What is K-pop? Is it Korean?
Yeah, that's the Korean pop, like ear aids, basically. You
can't even understand the language. Like, how can you listen to their songs if it's just gibberish? It's fucking stupid. God, Koreans, man.
I don't know. Like, I can understand why Squid Game or something like that would be super popular, but I don't get the appeal of this Demon Hunter thingy.
That's the thing. Like, if I had a son and he was watching K-pop Demon Hunter, I would just go. I'd take him to the beach and go, yeah, swim as far out as you can go, and then I'd just walk away. and then I'd go to I'd have to call, obviously to cover my own tracks, I'd have to call emergency rescue and go, I turned around for 5 seconds and he was gone, and I have to work on my lie.
Yeah. My son has been some Puerto Rican guy did it. He drowned my son.
Puerto Rican on a boat.
The super chat led to Reaper's plan to kill his child. Look what you've done.
The problem is they bring him back to me and they go, we found him. I go, oh yeah. But yeah, it's like everything on Netflix sucks ass. Like because I didn't watch Stranger Things because of that. Because every time you run into that formula of season 1 decent, season 2 complete dog shit.
It's been the formula for Netflix. Have they like how many successful season 2s did they have for anything? It's crazy.
Well, they're saying Stranger Things had a bad second season, a bad third season, and a okay 4th season.
Like season 2 is a weird one because like season 2 is like a rehash of season 1 with a couple of elements that I think are quite good, and then some elements that are significantly worse that don't lead anywhere. Season 3 is absolute dog shit, and then season 4. A pretty big step up in quality. I'm not sure it's quite back though to where season 1 was. And then, yeah, like wait 12 years and it will finish in season 5.
And they'll be like 65 years old, the stupid cast. Like, they've screwed that up so badly.
Isn't they're moving over to Paramount, aren't they? The showrunners.
Are they?
Yeah, because they keep giving fucking Paramount doesn't seem to know when to spend money properly. So they went, fuck it, you get film rights and you get millions and millions of dollars and you haven't made anything yet.
Well, they just bought the UFC. They just signed up with them, made like a $7 billion deal. So that's one good move they've made. They got South Park recently.
Remember Warner Brothers and J.J. Abrams, and he's made nothing for was it $1 billion, $500 million?
Well, JJ's a fucking hack. The UFC is like a legitimate organization, so it's just different investments.
I can understand that. I can understand Netflix and wrestling. I don't understand J.J. Abrams and $500 million to make nothing.
Yeah, that one's a mystery. How he keeps convincing people to give him money.
It is mad. Like Rise of what do you actually think Rise of Skywalker hurt his career that badly?
It destroyed his career.
Or is it that his wife started Me Too? Because a lot of people don't know that. Like his wife was the one who pioneered Me Too. She was the one.
Really?
That's why when what was the guy who got replaced at Warner Brothers by a woman before Zaslav came in? That's why J.J. Abrams' wife helped Me Too, the guy who was formerly in charge of Warner Brothers, and because of that, the new head, who's a woman, hired J.J. Abrams for $500 million. It was basically is the back pay for this takeover.
And if you remember, there was a little Me Too robot that helped them out. It was a robot that had been abused and didn't want to be touched, but it liked Ray for some reason. Like, that's pretty much it. I do remember that specifically.
I think that because Hollywood doesn't care. Hollywood doesn't care what you do to the audience, but I think people have went, he is really untrustworthy. So I think maybe that's the actual thing. Because Rise of Skywalker's come out, Kathleen Kennedy's not left. She's still making dog shit.
It's iconically bad. So, go ahead.
No, Dave Filoni's still making dog shit, but they keep their positions. I think J.J. Abrams isn't being hired because what he did with Me Too.
It's probably a combination because, like you said, there's other examples of shit movies and people not getting punished. But the Rise of Skywalker, man, having your name attached to that's a real way to screw up your legacy and any of your future prospects. But add that with the Me Too shit.
Rian Johnson's been given Knives Out movies. He's been given hundreds of millions by Netflix to make dog shit.
I can't believe Ryan is the one that wins between those two. Like, JJ's career is fucked, and Rian Johnson is still somehow respected with this Knives Out shit.
I think that's it. I think it literally is. Rian Johnson's a team player. JJ Abrams, they all know he's a backstabber. I mean, it's Hollywood. Everyone's a backstabber, but he in particular is a snake.
But he can't finish stories. Like, literally, he's lost his famous for being incomplete, and that's his fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just when you're known for that, that's one of the worst things you could be known for as a filmmaker.
Yeah, but I generally think it's more that because Hollywood doesn't care if they give you dog shit. I mean, how many terrible movies did we got this year? Jurassic World, Superman, Fantastic Four. It's in the same month.
How many terrible movies did we get that had the potential to be great based on the budgets that they had and the IPs that they're associated with? Fantastic Four movie could have been great. Anything with dinosaurs in it, you have one of the most interesting creatures ever, and you can't do shit with it after all these years. They just keep failing.
We had Minecraft. Remember Minecraft this year?
No.
And how obnoxious the audience were. God, like the Minecraft, I can't remember how bad that was. The film was terrible, but I hate the audience more. Didn't someone bring an actual chicken?
Yeah, they bought a live chicken
and threw it.
I second that, man, where the movie was stupid and forgettable, but the part I won't forget is how much support it got. It was just like the brain rot. Do you not like stories? Like watching something unfold? Or are you just there to fucking scream memes? I'm like, is that our future? Really? Just chicken, whatever the fuck it is?
We also had G20. Remember that? Black female.
I still haven't seen that, but I've heard some hilarious things about it.
Terrible.
G20 is fucking, that's like Madam Web light. Madam Web is at the top, like the GOAT, and G20 is in the realm, though, of just stupid bad films. It's definitely, like, wait for like an EFAP thing or something or whatever if you're doing with that. That shit
like
is
the
hilarious.
daughter is like a hacker, and it's like, oh my god,
it's got all the tropes. It's got it all.
yeah. But they're like, F1's probably the only good film. What did everyone think of Squid Game? Because I finally watched it.
Oh, the baby. I can't. God damn it. They fucked it up
pretty bad.
Yeah.
And
the brother showing up.
I don't even if you probably even begin, but I'm just gonna start with a good Hanjun or the trans lady. That character was great. Their payoff was great. It was the only good thing in season 3, really. The whole cliffhanger in season 2 that they ended with, they fucking cheated and just reset it and just like get back in the game. You didn't see nothing.
And even like the way they achieved the payoff, the one thing going for it is like, well, she was a Korean special forces army person.
Yes,
stands with back to open door.
Yes,
exposit stuff that could have just been told en route, gets stabbed in back, dies.
They fuck up the very part.
15 minutes of Call of Duty, and I know to check my surroundings more than that. That's just dumb.
They ruined, but I won't say they ruined it because the arc was good, but the execution of the ending botched. I know what you mean.
The brother spends 10 episodes on a boat, and he just goes, brother, and that's it.
Bro, if you watch season 1, if you watch season 1, you know as much as I know about the front man in season 3. They don't do shit. It's the same fucking scene all over again. He's like, hey brother, and he dips, and we get nothing.
Yeah. And then, like, at the end of it, Kate Blanchett shows up and she's playing that Korean game. It's like, why are you playing it? No one in America knows what that is.
The Korean game, you idiots. Like, they just don't even fucking understand this. Like, them trying to set up a spin-off or something.
Like, if you're gonna do that, you would do like musical chairs, or you do game. Obviously, you can't do it in the streets, but if you were gonna do a Squid Game USA, the games they would have to do would be like It's a Bomb, where you throw a parcel to each other, or musical chairs.
Well, Manhunt survive a school shooting.
There's that too. That's an option.
Too real.
Did anyone get bothered by the fact that Ji-hoon didn't talk for like 2.5 episodes, so we don't get to see him act? That pissed me off. Like, this is the last we're gonna get of this character, and he's just a mute for like a big portion of the season.
Well, they'd run out of story. I think the creators said after season 2 he was sick of Squid Game and wished like he could just move on and retire to an island somewhere. And you could feel his pain all the way through season 3. He did not want to be doing it. He didn't have a story. It should not really progress before beyond season 1. Season 1 ended. That was it, and that's where it should have finished. But
he said he had an original ending for season 2, and they made him change it. Like, he was supposed. What's his name? The main character. He was supposed to live with the baby, and he went, nah, he's dead, and we have a fucking Squid Game cinematic universe.
No,
because even though the message is capitalism will not win against capitalism does win in the real world.
They've ruined this completely, man.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah,
a greedy corporation is keeping a show about greedy corporations going.
I can't fucking see what they're doing. I really, really enjoyed season 1. I love the beginning of season 2. That Russian roulette shit was fantastic. Then it was really just a rehash of the first season, but with things that I still enjoyed and certain characters I was invested in. But then season 3 made it all pointless. So I'm just like, if I was recommending Squid Game to anyone, just watch the first season and just leave it there.
Sounds like that is exactly where I'll leave it then, because that's all I've seen. Season 1.
There's literally no point in continuing it. Unless you just want to see more games, and you can legit just zone out and watch those episodes. But that's it. That's all it has to offer.
Stay with the good story.
Yeah.
Well, it is getting late, gentlemen. What do you think? Should we call it?
You good?
Yeah.
Do it up.
Give it up. And maybe we won't be back next week. Platoon's gonna win.
The platoon, man. Yeah, keep it posted.
I will do so. I don't know if it's settled yet, but might be still asleep after EFAP, might be on Stag Do. If I'm neither of those things, then I will be around for this.
Oh, are you getting ready for a 24-hour, eh? How you feel about that?
It'll be fine.
it's your first time being on the panel while doing it, so it's a different thing in terms of obligation. I'm assuming, right? It's fucking intense.
But yeah, I've done 24-hour shifts in the past. It's all good. I'm just hoping this slight cold I have doesn't get worse because I'm not enjoying the idea of doing 24 hours with sickness. But it should be fine.
Have you tried to warn him to not get married?
Yes,
I would tell him to run for the hills.
But then I get to go be best man in September, and then I get to try and like create the world's fastest divorce. So if he does go through with it, then I will try and sabotage it. And if it still doesn't work, then fuck.
Have you got you've got to do the speech?
I know.
My friend went to a wedding, and he said what happened was the best man did a speech about him fucking the wife, and her side of the family got up and left the wedding. It got worse because he then had to drive her family home as they were having a phone call with his family, and he's driving the car. Her family right next to him are screaming at his family over the phone. God. Oh, it gets better. She goes, this wedding was a disaster. I'm going back to my place. So she goes back to her place. He goes back to his. The next morning, he drives back and finds the gym instructor who she got for the wedding to look slim. Fuck. His car in the drive.
No.
I don't know if you can beat that platoon in fastest divorce.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that might struggle with that. That sounds pretty unbeatable.
Wow. That is an incredible story.
Yeah.
And with that, everyone, we will see you next time.
Take it easy.
Good night.
Don't get married.